being the ex-wife, even though our family is
No one ever imagined that Hollywood's most admired couple would face such a heartbreaking chapter. At 62, Demi Moore has finally broken her silence about Bruce Willis's tragic diagnosis, expressing her eternal gratitude for him, not just as a former husband, but as family. Her emotional words have left fans stunned, proving that the bond they share goes far beyond marriage. Demi's journey, however, began long before the fame. At just 15, her world was shattered when betrayal came from the very person meant to protect her, her mother. She fled that painful life, surviving alone on the streets until fate led her to modeling, and eventually to Hollywood. Behind her captivating eyes was a young woman scarred by trauma, burying her pain in relentless ambition. Her rise to fame with Ghost and G.I. Jane made her one of Hollywood's most powerful women. Yet even at the peak of success, she still felt the ache of emptiness, a longing for love that fame could never fill. Then came Bruce Willis. Strong, funny, full of life. The man who made her feel safe. Their connection was instant, their love electric, and soon Hollywood's favorite couple was born. Together they built a beautiful life with 3 daughters and a bond that seemed unbreakable. But as Bruce's career soared, distance quietly crept in. Late at night, Demi would lie beside him, realizing that sometimes the loneliest place in the world is right next to someone who no longer sees you. After 11 years of marriage, their love story ended, but respect and affection remained. Demi poured her pain into her films, channeling heartbreak into strength, and through it all, Bruce remained a cherished part of her heart. Years later, life dealt Bruce a devastating blow. In 2022, his family revealed he'd been diagnosed with aphasia, and by 2023, it had progressed to frontotemporal dementia, a rare, merciless disorder that slowly steals speech, memory, and identity. The world mourned, and Demi, though no longer his wife, stood by him once again. Alongside his wife Emma and their daughters, she's been part of a united family, ensuring Bruce is surrounded by love and peace. But behind the scenes, Demi has expressed deep concern for Bruce's emotional well-being, fearing that professional care alone can't replace the warmth of family. She's reportedly suggested bringing him to her Idaho ranch, not to take him away from Emma, but to give him constant family love and familiar comfort that might spark glimpses of the man he once was. Emma, balancing her role as a wife, mother, and caregiver, has wrestled with the decision. But seeing Bruce's joy when surrounded by loved ones has softened her heart. Demi's compassion has never been about the past. It's about preserving Bruce's dignity and peace in the present. Together, this blended family, once divided by divorce and fame, has redefined what it means to stand together through life's hardest trials. Bruce Willis may no longer remember everything, but he is surrounded by those who will never let him forget how deeply he is loved. In the end, that love, quiet, loyal, and unconditional, remains the most powerful care anyone can give.